Dobry день. Hello. Who would have thought that 100 days later, we are still here and look at all the screens who are connected today to be present in solidarity with Ukraine, with these attempts of oppression that we are fighting with art, beauty, music, movement, presence. First of all, today we will dive into our traditional dance, and then we will have a talk with the Gogol team from Kyiv, who has been preparing a wonderful website for our Dance with Ukraine flash mob. So first, the song. We will dive into a song that is based on a very traditional song in Ukraine, but also in other countries around Ukraine, like Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Belarus, Lithuania. It's a song that was composed in the 18th century by a composer called M.Kamensky. And at that time, the title was Sorry for Ukraine. And it was remixed by a wonderful Ukrainian artist and band from Kyiv, Mavka. She, the leader of that band, her name is Iryna Lazer. She works a lot with the loop instrument, where she records live tracks, and then they come one above the other, and it creates wonderful remixes of traditional folk songs. The title of this remix is Hey Sokoli, Hey Falcons. But Mariana, maybe you want to tell us a few things about this traditional folk song that has been remixed by Mavka?
Hey, Madeleine. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. And thank you again for doing this and showing your solidarity with us for these 100 days. The main thing that I want to say that all these 100 days, we're praising our defenders, people because of whom we still manage to go live from Kyiv, to go live from many, many cities of Ukraine that they protected with their lives, with their bodies. Hey Sokoli, it's basically calling, because Sokoli, these falcons, this is the way how we call boys who protect. So it's good to remember about their everyday, very hard job and very important job that they do for us, to protect not only Ukraine, but the Europe as well.
So we will dance for them. It's a 6-minute song. You will see it grows up slowly. So the invitation is just to dive into your breath and to let it open up to the unknown. And we will meet right after. Enjoy the dance.
Де чорні води, сів на коня козак молодий, плаче молода дівчина. Їде козак з України. Гей, 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 соколи, о, ми дзвінь, дзвіночку, степовий жай, вороночку. Гей, 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 соколи, оминайте гори, ліси, доли. Дзвінь, 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 дзвіночку, мій степовий. Дзвінь, дзвінь, дзвінь. Жаль, жаль, за милою стороною. Жаль, жаль, серце плаче, більше її не побачу. Гей, 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 соколи, оминайте гори, ліси, доли. Дзвінь, 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 дзвіночку, степовий жай, вороночку. Гей, 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 соколи, оминайте гори, ліси, доли. Дзвінь, 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 дзвіночку, мій степовий. Дзвінь, 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 дзвінь. Вина, меду наливайте, як загину, поховайте на далекій Україні. Біля милої дівчини.
Hey, sokoli. Wonderful dancers. Thank you so much. Дуже дякую. Can we have a big breath together? So, dear friends in Ukraine, all these faces and many more are just standing with you, and we're all together in this. We have some special guests today, a wonderful team from Ukraine. Some of them are in Kyiv, some of them are in Berlin, some in Geneva, because you also go over the borders to spread your wonderful message of humanity, of creativity, of giving access to culture, because you're the Gogol team who organizes the theatrical programmation of the Gogol Fest, Dach Theater in Kyiv. You also explore a lot on digitality. It's thanks to you that I discovered this whole work with digitality. So, and you're connected today. It's really wonderful. I would like everyone to meet Andriy Palatny, Alina Danilova, Victoria Fedoriv, and there's also Masha. And can you even give me Masha's name? Yakovenko, right? Yeah, okay. So this is the dream team, thanks to whom Ukraine makes so much sense to be defended right now for people like me, like us. The place is open for you. Is it Alina who wants to present what you've been working on, or anyone else of you would like to start and say something? You can just reactivate your microphones if you want to speak.
Thank you, Madeleine, for this warm words. And everyone who joined today and before. It's a long distance marathon. And as Mariana said at the beginning, it's really important for us that you do it in your own way. And thank you, Madeleine, for your braveness to start to do it, because I know that this story starts from you and then become bigger and bigger, and help to unite people also around this complicated topic. And now today we prepare a surprise to celebrate this day together, because even in this complicated times, we try to keep our spirit in a good way. We try to be optimistic, and honestly, we believe. It's just very simple, but we believe, and we have this energy to continue a fight, but also to continue create. It's strange, but it is. And today we would like to present a web page dedicated to this project. And now, Alina, I would like you to start this presentation. So now we have official web page where we could find all our library, which all of you done during the last 100 days. Alina?
Hi everyone, thank you that you are today with us and that you are gathering every day and doing what you're doing. We had with Madeleine different conversation about this project, and I think it's very important that we are doing this. And now we have a web page, and can I take a permission for the sharing my screen?
I think it's already done. Maybe I should, hold on. Like this, is it now working?
Yeah, thank you. So now we can share with our friends, partners, and whatever we want to share with people. This official webpage, its name is Jiffy LSD Dance with Ukraine. So yeah, here will be a schedule of days and dances every day, and You can find here all information what to do with the project, what you can to join, what you can move and being present and support Ukraine. And here will be a big library of the marathon of this. We called it Library for Life. And a little information about Madeleine. And I wanted to add that the webpage is not finished yet, and we have just basic information, but we are planning to do the whole alphabet of music that were used in whole days in this long-term reality, and people who wanted to find the music, they can do it. So that's it. If you have questions, and I can answer.
I have gratitude. Yeah, go ahead.
Iryna, can we find somewhere the link to join to future on a daily basis to the future? Because today I was looking for a link, and then I eventually found the ID of the Zoom meeting. But I think it is also very useful for those, because the project is like widening. I see the the link. Yeah,
Here
so we have a link
of Zoom, and here's a link, and you can just click here and go to the conference in time when it's starting. Like not a whole day, but when the flash mob is starting in Zoom, you can click and go to the conference.
So yes, and thank you for that, because it's very useful, and for everybody who are thinking to join. So you will go to that website and you will not have to look for it. It's already there. So thank you guys for that.
Yeah, and I am really grateful for pictures that Carol made, because it has a different view of this web page, and it's like it has a life here, and it's really beautiful. I like it, web page, because it's like really great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And it's true that this project started very spontaneously on the 24th of February. And we actually build it up live in front of your eyes, day after day, depending on who joins, depending on who wants to share something. And so we have a lot of readjustments on which kind of artistic shape it's going to take. So the basic thing is always 1 p.m. European time, one song, one movement or dance. But then, for example, Carol joined and she started to draw a lot. And so now it's an added value to that project. And then Gogo team started to think, yeah, okay, we can help. And now we have a website. With others from the participants, we also speak a lot about how to link what is happening in Ukraine with other topics like the climate change problem, or how to develop empathy, how to feel that presence is needed on many different levels. So it's really a project that takes the shape also of who participates, and it's very precious. Now we also have the talks that started 2 weeks ago with people who are still in Ukraine and who join. And then we have a meet and greet talk, where we give access over the borders to understand the reality of people who have stayed in Ukraine and who are there right now. And I'm really, really grateful that this project can take the shape it has to take day after day, because we make something creative and human from this atrocity. So I have a huge gratitude, and I would like to thank everyone and to invite everyone who feels like, okay, it makes sense, I could try, to come, to join, and to consider that dancing doesn't mean dancing the way we imagine it, like full movement and knowing how to be in your body. Because even just breathing is already a dance. Even just walking is already a dance. Doing some other things like cooking or working on artisanal things, it's already a dance. Or drawing is a dance, or cutting flowers is a dance. So it doesn't need to be body dance. It just needs for you to have the wish to join a group that is joining in solidarity. And from us, for us, from the inside, we can share that it's always a very nice moment when we feel that other people through the screens are connected at the same time throughout the world. And it gives us also strength to get out of apathy and to be alive and to work for life. So everyone is really welcome. Does anyone want to add something or ask a question?
I have a question. You mentioned, Madeleine, that you have talks. So I think it is important to release how, because I've missed it somehow. So these talks of people from Ukraine who is currently in Ukraine are happening every day as well after the dance, or it's a specific day and time?
For now, I don't have the possibility to organize an official schedule. So it's really depending on the contacts I have, exchanges I have with the people and when they are available. So for now, it has been Monday and Tuesday and Monday and Thursday, but maybe in the evolution of the organization of this new activity, we will try to plan it and to be able to announce it also more in advance. For now, we announced it like in the morning when we were sure that it was going to happen on the social networks, and also in the private email of the group that comes online. I announce it like the special activities. But we will work on that so that it can become more official and that the information can be spread.
And it's very logic, because you basically here, you never know what will happen, because for the last 30 minutes we had two air raid sirens. That's why I'm like sitting in the behind two walls. So basically it makes sense to announce it the same day, because basically only this day you know that probably you will be going via your schedule that you planned probably yesterday, but everything can change like in seconds. So it really makes sense. I think it's because the project started very spontaneously, and this certain level of spontaneity, it's very native and very logic to this. Maybe we don't need the plan for like the hard plan to be settled.
No,
Thank you again for doing this.
Yeah, a hard plan is not possible with this kind of project, but we can still structure it. Yeah, of course. Has the alarm stopped now, or is it still going on?
Let me check. Andrei, have you checked?
In the district where me stopped, it's center park.
But we have it for the whole Kyiv.
It stopped now.
I don't have the announcement that it's off. I don't have it yet. How come? Okay, so we'll be sitting behind two walls.
Can you maybe explain to us when, oh, okay, Alina, you're showing the app where we can see, maybe you can, yes, just, okay, put it close. Do you want to stop the sharing of the screen so that we see your screen bigger? Yeah.
It's just an app for Ukrainians who can check the air alarm in their phones. I hope I think that Ukrainians know about it, but maybe European people know. But you can like check your alarm signal in your phone, whatever you be in.
And I just would like to bounce on that. You said, Andriy, now it has stopped. So what does it usually mean that there had like you thought there was going to be a bombing and then it doesn't happen? Is that what it means when there's an alarm and
basically what happens is a soldier sitting next to the screen with a big locator on top of him. They're like looking for the air targets. As soon as they found the target, they turn the air alarm. They turn the button that turns the alarm in certain regions. So they have to calculate the direction and the possible places where this rocket, missile, or jet, the fighter jet, or the helicopter can target which city it can appear. So basically they turn an alarm in maybe like if they launch the rocket, the missile from the sea, the Black Sea. So basically we see like from the south, the Odessa region, then the northern regions come to that map of air sirens, because when they take off the alarm, it means that either it was intercepted, either it hit the target. So there are two options for that. So every time they off, you are like me as a Kyiv resident, I'm glad that it didn't hit the target here, but I always know that probably it hit the target somewhere else. And every time, so it was for today's morning, it was 2 times within 30 minutes. So basically they launched it once and then they launched it again. And this happens every day. And this happens on a daily basis for 100 days already. And yesterday we had a thunderstorm, which sounds really, really alike the explosion. And it was so loud and it so freaked me out that it sounds just like the explosion. But it was just a thunderstorm. Yesterday we didn't have alarms.
It's precious that you can share this. We don't know about that. Thank you.
Thank God you don't know about it. And it's not like we would want you to know this. So we like to share this. It's important to share it because many people, thank God, don't understand what it is. But I'm really glad that most of you don't know about it. It's something that nobody should know.
Joël?
J'aurais voulu savoir si, je ne sais pas si c'est le moment, le bon endroit, etc. Mais je ne me rends pas bien compte du quotidien. Je ne sais pas qui est à Kiev. Andriy, c'est ça?
She's asking who is in Kiev from us today. It's Andriy and Mariana.
Voilà. Est-ce que je ne me rends pas compte, est-ce qu'ils ont une activité encore qui peut continuer de manière à peu près normale? Est-ce qu'ils travaillent ou pas? Comment ça se passe leur quotidien?
She has a question, and it's a kind of general question, but it's a very interesting question because a lot of people here don't know. What is your daily life? Are you still able to work, or how does it look like? maybe both of you can have your
Yeah, probably I will start and then Andriy, because I feel like I'm taking all the on the floor from Andriy, which have a lot of insights to share. And Andriy, I'm very glad to see you because I haven't seen you like for ages. And
Also,
Madeleine, I'm able to see you. The life now, right now, on the 100th day of the full-scale invasion, looks like normal, because but it's a new normal. So you see still the how do you call it, the big bricks, big blocks of kind of it was put on the streets, on the big roads by our military to be able to protect if Russia would go inside the city. So it's like the blocks, like a fortress, small fortresses on each big street, big road, to protect from the big like tanks or big machines to enter further. So you still see those. But except for the sirens, we are able to we have all the utilities running. And I was lucky that in my region of Kyiv, the southern one, we had all the time all utilities running, because my parents live in northern part of the city, and they had problems with that during March. So we have public transport running, though during the air raid sirens they stop, especially the subway, which goes underground, and then there are open railways, so they stopped it. We are like, I'm able to work because I work online mostly. Also, I'm a program manager at a cultural center, and recently last weekend we had a charity event, which was kind of a big risk because we didn't announce the location like till the last day, to like on safety reasons. But still we had one air raid siren, so we during the event, so we stopped it all and asked all the people to go to the shelter. We're lucky that we have a big metro subway station right next to our center, but it's always a risk, you know, that now I'm sitting in my flat and I continue talking to you. I would continue working, but you never know. You never know if the missile will just fly over our air defense system and manages to hit the target in Kyiv, or you know that the air raid siren is off and it hit target probably somewhere else, and it's also painful because all the time you don't feel when you go outside, you feel this unbelievable smell of flowers, of trees blossoming, and you enjoy it because this is very beautiful and precious. But at the same time, you always have that feeling of pain, enormous pain for people who you don't know, but you are always paying for them, because a lot of them in eastern Ukrainian regions are under heavy shellings, or the people in Kherson on Berdyansk that are regions that are occupied by Russia, and they are under tortures, under constant threat of being kidnapped, or they don't have medicine, and you always think about it. You live with this, you sleep with this, you work with this, you eat with this. We in Kyiv have all the basic products, that even not the basic products, we have even in some grocery stores we have a Swiss cheese, but it is something that you consider as a good something to cheer, to have a relief, to have some small things to be glad about. So if it's an answer to your question, If not, please ask, but I think Andrei has something more to add.
Thank you, Mariana. For me, let's say all this period is different, and mostly I stay in Kyiv, and our team were split at the beginning. And for me, everything started 24th of February when I was in train to Mariupol. We were in the field and wake up at 4 p.m., no connection, and just in few hours we received a message that Putin attack from all the sides of Ukraine. And first 24 hours I was in the field, and then we came to Mariupol. We were forbidden to go to the street. So it was the last moment when I see the city full and in peace. We take some people who were ready to go out, and then return to Kyiv. And next 2 weeks, mostly I was in railway station to help people to live, because it was absolutely apocalyptic feeling. A very huge amount of people who try to connect to the train and live, and we don't talk about any services, about any buying tickets. It means that you just all people just go to the wagons, sit everywhere, and it's like, you know, like sardines in the box. And then you don't know how long you will stay in this position on your travel, but it's not, doesn't matter, because it was a question of life. It was a period when we have very strictly military restriction to go at night. For example, no subway, no civil transport, taxi also not work stable, or it worked but with high price. So it was really a very unclear period. A lot of blog posts on the road appeared. You all the time checked, and next month, maybe until end of April or middle of April, I have a schedule. Like first part of the day, I have a map and go with the different keys to check pets, plants, and flats, because a lot of people leave me their keys of their accommodation, and it is a big distances and no transport. And second part, I help people for different requests. Usually it's elder people or women with children.
We don't hear you anymore, Andrei.
Andrei, please turn on your microphone.
Cultural front out of Ukraine. And it was become very intensive because our women part of our institutions, and we have two institutions, Dach Theater as a theater, small theater independent, and Gogol Fest as a independent festival platform. So our two bands, it's Dach Bracha and Dach Daughters. With director, they were abroad, and before the 24, we already had a lot of concerts through all over the world, like USA, France, Hungary, Netherlands, Germany, UK, etc. And these bands changed the program, and now we have official program Ukraine Point Fire. And with this program, all these tours happened, and after all concerts, it is discussion with Ukrainians who are abroad and with European who come to these events. Plus, we were focused on Mariupol topic because last 4 months we live there with Alina, Victoria, and Maria, and we did 2 huge projects there in the frame of big cultural capital. Mariupol was a big cultural capital of Ukraine 2021. and we did a theatrical festival and marathon of international residencies. So 4 directors from different countries came to Mariupol to work. Madeleine, one of them. Also Elsa were, but Elsa were participate in Gogol Fest, which also held in the spring in Mariupol. And other directors came from Greece, from Germany, from UK, and we work intensively. We create 4 productions, and we plan that this production will become a new repertoire of the center. But of course, all these dreams and all these things are impossible. So we mostly focus and take our attention first to reach these people, especially theater with whom we work, use theater. And March was absolutely no connection with them, so we don't know, we didn't know anything. And then we step by step found connection, and now understand that all these people, the different situations, most of them alive, which the most important, but some of them on Russian territory, some of them on occupied territory, some of them in Ukrainian, some of them abroad. So to unite all these people now, it's also impossible. And that's why we try to make opportunity for future to unite again and to meet together. Alina, maybe you could also show Mariupol Live page. It's a special, another page that we created together with directors, and we call it Coalition of Directors, and it's open. It's also people could join to it. So with this event, yesterday event in Geneva, other events that happen, it's all these people do organize alone. We try to help, but it's complicated. And with these events, we try to spread information to influence on, let's say, civil society, European civil society, which could influence on a politician decision making. And this decision could help us to win also. So this is maybe our strategy, what we try to do with culture now, because it's not about creativity, it's more about that culture become a soft power, soft weapon, and this is what we do now. And on screen you will see Mariupol on map, and Alina, please go down. At the beginning, you see the life in Mariupol, how brilliant it was, and now you see what it is. Yeah, it's the house in which we work, Hotel Continental. So these things happen already, and for us, Mariupol, it's a new Guernica of 21st century, because it's absolutely. It's a huge question how it's still impossible in 21st century to have such kind of situation for what means to be human. It's a big question. So here you could find all information of directors, of projects, and all our schedule, what we do. And also our next step, it will be opening house in Berlin. We call it Art in Exile Center, and this house will be dedicated. It's very simple space. Now we crowdfunding for furniture, etc. But the main idea of this house is to create interface between Ukrainians who now are abroad and Europeans to create this actual dialogue, what's happening and how not to allow this topic to lose between all other topics that continue happen in the world. And maybe last things that I would like to share, Alina, please show Nuremberg webpage. Also, we start another initiative. It's a project with a working title Nuremberg Process Point Putler. And this process is trying to create a platform with different institutions in Europe and different artists. And the main topic is through artistic different means to make this research about contemporary evil, which we called Putinism, like references to Nazism, because it's absolutely dominant characteristic, which you could say that this now what's happening, it's a real fascism of 21st century. Here you could find more detailed information also what it is, why this project appeared. We create also special icons, different way how to join, and some other programs which already in it. It is a performance that we created now in France with the title Danse Macabre. It will be presented also in Theatre Odeon in middle of June and in Ville Lausanne in the end of June. And Danse Macabre, it's a documental musical story of our actresses and about their husband, about their child. So it's a real reflection of what's happening. And War Diaries, it's a documentary film that our actors did on gadgets in first 10 days of the war and in 40 days after. So we try to fix it, emotional thoughts, behavior of our team as a reaction on impacts that happening around. So all these things open. If you will have possibility to join, would be great. Maybe that's all.
Yeah, thank you for this presentation. And it is true that all the partners abroad that have been working with you, we are trying really to spread the word, spread the activities, spread the events. And so it's nice because there is a kind of overview over as many countries as possible in Europe. We are also organizing events that cannot be announced now because the dates are not sure, but we are working with London as well. And we have a space in a theater in Switzerland for the month of August, where we will also organize together activities or conferences, residencies, presentations to spread this culture and to make different cultures meet around Ukraine. So you see, it's really like spreading all over Ukraine and the world. And everyone who wants to contribute is really mostly welcome to share ideas, to share wishes, or even like venues that you might know, or people that would be interested. Because from what I understand, we all feel the same. The biggest thing this war is bringing to everyone is the human connection, the presence, and the helping each other.
Thank you, Madeleine.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was a very spontaneous and interesting sharing and talk. And let's try to keep these exchanges warm and to continue that. The more we are present, the more we show resistance, and the more the general thought will also adjust. And as we all said in different moments in these last days of events, we strongly believe that this eventually can have an impact on the political final issue. Anyone wants to add something?
Yes, hello. I wish you all the best. You are living an incredible situation, and you must please stay strong, and we hope that soon it will be finished and you will get easy life. We wish you a very good, nice day. Have your courage in all your heart. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ruth.
Have your courage in your heart. That's so nicely said. Should we say goodbye for now? So have a good day, be safe. Thank you for your movement, your dances, your presence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.